Hello everybody, welcome to another Vintage Cube Draft. Kind of a funny pack here with Tolarian Academy and Gaia's Cradle. They are like opposites of the same sort of effect, and this one is better. Actually, Gaia's Cradle is maybe even first pickable. This card is good too, but I think I'm still supposed to take the Academy here. When you take this early, you can pick up a lot of cheap artifacts very highly. There's also like, I don't know, Flame Slash, maybe Savannah, but the rest of the pack is pretty bad. I'm pretty happy to get a Tolarian Academy here. Okay. Not the best pack here to follow it up. Ugin is a nice payoff for having a lot of mana with this, but I think we should just take the Pyrite Spellbomb. You really need a critical mass of cheap artifacts with this. Spellbomb is not amazing, but it's not bad, and it can be very good. If we end up like playing red and getting Urza Saga and Urza and all this sorts of stuff like that, then it's pretty nice. I'm not going to second pick Brain Freeze. Yeah, pretty easy Pyrite Spellbomb here. Not a card that I usually second pick, but after Tolarian Academy it's good. Now we see a lot of good options. Unlicensed Hearse, Staff of the Storyteller, Odawara, Sunder and Titan. But I'm going to take the Preordain. Good pickup. We're very likely to be playing blue. It just adds a lot of consistency. Yeah, I'll take the Preordain here. Now we see a 4th pick Counterspell. Also Frantic Search and Bolus of the Citadel. So it depends on how deep you want to go. Like, you could just slam this and try to get Tinker. This is good with Academy, but this is definitely the correct pick here. Counterspell's great. Also, it doesn't normally go till 4th pick in the first pack. Oh, jeez. Are we on High Tide? Really? There's also Triplicate Titan, which seems pretty bad. I don't think High Tide is the pick. Maybe it is. The other option is just Ketria Triome, which I think is probably the right pick. Like, if I had taken Frantic Search, maybe I could take High Tide here. But the problem is, like, we don't even know that blue is open like that. You need so much to go right for that deck to work. And Catcher Triumph helps us a lot. Some people are going to hate this, I know, but this is the right pick, I think, if you are trying to maximize your win percentage. High Tide Storm is just not that good of a deck, and it's only playable at all if High Tide is wheeling, basically. So I'll take the Catcher Triumph. Okay. So now we could take Bomat Courier if we just want another cheap cheap artifact. Could also take Spire Bluff Canal. I think I like taking the Bomat Courier though. There's also Thought Scour, I guess. But I think I like actually just taking another cheap artifact. Yeah, we'll take this. I really want to try to maximize this Tolarian Academy to the extent that we can. Now we see Gush, Memory Jar, and Islet. I'll take the Fiery Islet. Wow. Okay, a lot of blue stuff here. A lot of good options. I think I'm going to take the Golos. It finds the Tolarian Academy. There's also Mirror Battlesphere, which is good with Academy, and then like Rona just as a powerful card. But I think Golos looks pretty nice here. And now we can take stuff like Urza Saga very highly. Now I'll take Hangerback Walker, another good pickup. I think it's better than Shadow Spear. Whoa, okay. Ugin Wield. Yeah, we could definitely be Ugin. So we might end up just being mono blue artifacts, but we also have a pretty good splash for red if we want it. There's Breya's Apprentice, which is pretty good if we're playing red. Maybe it's actually quite good, but it's not. Oh, it is an artifact itself. There's also just Unlicensed Hearse. But actually, this looks kind of good. Yeah, I think I'm going to take Breya's Apprentice. I've never played with this card, but this seems like a good deck for it. We can just be blue-red artifacts. Now I'll take Stormcarved Coast. Yeah, this is working out pretty well. None of these cards look very playable, but there's a world where we play Leyline Binding. Inferno Hidden actually is a card I'm definitely happy to play. Yeah, this is pretty sweet. I've never played, I don't, at least it's been a long time since I've played blue-red artifacts, but this is a pretty good start for it. Not doing High Tide stuff, and that's okay. None of the blue stuff was really wheeling. I guess we did get a late Gush, but yeah, this is fine. So the best thing we could get here realistically would be Urza Saga. There's Mox Opal and Mana Leak. And Talisman of Creativity, actually. Wow, a lot of good options. I might actually like taking Talisman and trying to wheel Mox Opal. I mean, this is the perfect Talisman. We're playing blue-red. This fetch land doesn't help us at all. Yeah, we'll take this. I think there's a good chance Mox Opal comes around. Mana Leak is typically the card I would take here. But when we already have, like, Tolarian Academy and Breya's Apprentice, like, we really do want to have a lot of artifacts. This could even be a deck that plays Mystic Forge, potentially. So we'll take the Talisman. Alright, we'll take the workshop, honestly. I mean, Tezzeret should come around. This is like not amazing with everything, but it's very good with Golos, and we can adjust our pick order a bit now that we have it. And yeah, I think we're just going to try to wield this. They're both decent, but I think that the Tezzeret's probably a bit worse, at least now. It could become better if we got like Mana Vault type stuff, but yeah, let's take the Mishra's Workshop. This deck looks pretty sweet. I have not drafted a deck like this in quite a while. Alright, what do we want here? I'm not going to take Blightsteel Colossus. I'm not going to take Steel Seraph. I don't think it's Manifold Key. Could get there on that, but it's not there yet. So it's Spell Pierce versus Talisman. And honestly, I think I just want to have a critical mass of artifacts. As good as Talisman is, I think we're like more of an artifact deck than a blue counterspell deck. Also makes the workshop better. Yeah, let's take this. It's also just good from a signaling perspective, because if we take all the artifacts, like it makes it much more likely that we can wheel the artifacts and get like a late Trinket Mage or something. We do need a few more payoffs, but I think we have time. And here, sure enough, there's a Karn and a Kappa Cannoneer, and I mean Library, Season Pyromancer, a lot of good stuff here. But we're gonna take the Karn and wheel the Kappa Cannoneer. That's the plan, and I think it should come around most likely. The Karn is great. We really need some ways to make constructs. There's like Karn, Urza Saga, and Urza are the three good ways to make big constructs, and now we have at least one of them. Okay, there's Snap, Vendilion Click, and Sky Sovereign Console Flagship, and I think we're taking the flagship here. Big Boat, it's good with Mishra's Workshop. We do need to make sure we have enough ways to crew it, but I think we can get there. I don't think Snap is good. Whoever got the High Tide can have their fun. Actually, Delayed Blast Fireball looks kind of good too, but I think I would rather take this. We're playing artifacts, so we got to take the artifacts. Okay, I guess I'll take Treachery here. There's also a late Hallowed Fountain, but I think we're pretty solidly blue-red at this point. Not interested in either of these. Like, weirdly, we could be a Valakut Exploration deck. Probably not, though, so let's just take Treachery. Just a powerful card. Poor High Tide person doesn't get their thing. Ooh, okay, well, I'll take the Grim Monolith. Either one of these looks great, too, but I think Grim Monolith is just, like, exactly what we want. Turn 2 Titan, or turn 3 Titan, like, ramping into Golos, even Ugin. Yeah, that's a late Grim Monolith, honestly. You don't normally see that card going so late. So, we don't have any of the, like, truly broken cards. No, like, Mana Vault or anything, but this deck looks good. Now we can take either Tribal Flames. I don't think we want Robber of the Rich. I guess I'll just take Trunane Nemesis. I don't even know if I'm going to play it in the main deck. It doesn't really work with the rest of our game plan particularly well, but it is a powerful card. We'll see. If we end up not being like as all in on the artifacts, then we can play this for sure. I don't think I care about Raptor or Zagoth Triumph, so I'll take a Burgi here, which is not bad. Just playing this as a 5-drop is a very real plan in an artifact deck. In fact, a real enough plan that I might just put it in the 5-drop pile. So we need a few things. If we could get a Soul Ring, that would go a long way. Soul Ring, Mana Crypt, a Mox. Although I would like Mana Crypt over Mox, or I might take the 1 Mana Rock. What's that called? Mana Vault over like a Mox Emerald. All right, I'll take a Tezzeret. We're getting a little hefty on the 5s, but it's a good card. We'll see. Now I'll take Manifold Key. I don't think I care that much about Steel Seraph. Manifold Key is very good with Grim Monolith, very good with Hangerback Walker, and then like okay with some other stuff. Now I'll take Kappa Cannoneer, pretty nice. Vendilion Click, not a card I was expecting to see on the wheel. We did not take the Hallowed Fountain, so Timeless Dragon looks bad. Let's just take this. Valakut Exploration will be in the board. Last pick, something bad. Oh, that's actually, funnily enough, a card that like could get there, but alright, man. Okay, we do see Basalt Monolith and Upheaval, actually. Wait, Upheaval is great. Also Simic Growth Chamber. The problem is we just have so much expensive stuff already. Is there any chance Upheaval wheels? The two main uses of this card are mono blue artifacts and blue-green, like just blue-green dudes, but the blue-green player is going to take Natural Order or Simic Growth Chamber. So I think I will actually take the Monolith and try to wheel Upheaval. It's dicey because this is like immediately the best top end in our deck, other than maybe Ugin. But yeah, I think Basalt Monolith is too good. When we already have Manifold Key, Tezzeret. Yeah, this is like a pretty essential card for us here. Okay, I think I'm taking Sheldock Isle now. Fury would be good, but we're light on red cards. Mightson, this is like maybe okay. There's turnabout for the High Tide player, but yeah, let's take the Sheldock Isle. Good pickup, especially when we have the Golos. I'm not too into Unctus here. We're just pretty light on creatures. It's not the worst, but I think it's not that good either. Field of the Dead is not good. I might just take Wormcoil, actually. This is like a deck where Wormcoil is actually really good. And it shores up one of our worst... Like, aggressive decks are probably our worst matchup here, and that shores this up a little bit. Yeah. We need some more 6-drops. Now we can take Coalition Relic. I think I'm going to take the Mishra's Factory, though. This member is also pretty good, but I think Mishra's Factory is still worth taking. We're going to have tons of playables, and, like, yeah, we're going to be making a lot of cuts, and we have pretty good fixing. We don't need, like, it's not that big of a cost to play colorless land here. Although maybe it is just Coalition Relic anyways. This makes the Mishra's Workshop a lot better. Actually, yeah, I think Coalition Relic is quite good here. Now we can take Patchwork Automaton. We already passed Sword of the Meek, I'm pretty sure, so Thopter Foundry doesn't work. Could also take Sai. Maybe Sai is pretty good, actually. Yeah, I think I will take the Sai here. Now we see Aether wow, a lot of good stuff. Palantir, Jace, Aether Spellbomb, Thran Dynamo. I think we should take the Spellbomb. We might even wheel the Thran Dynamo. Yeah, I'm going to take the Spellbomb. I really want to have cheap artifacts. Now we could take... Oh, Shorikai would be a nice pickup, but we can't really play that. Fire Ice would be good too, but I think I'm taking Fiery Confluence. This is great against creature decks and also just like a powerful card. Last Fresh Pack. Lose Focus versus Hard Evidence versus Phyrexian Metamorph. Hard Evidence is surprisingly tempting because it does make an artifact, but I think I still would rather take the Metamorph. Very good with like Cannoneer, Titan, Wormcoil, like pretty good with Basalt Monolith. Yeah, I think this is the right pick. Ah, bummer. Okay, we will take this and it's fine, but not wheeling the upheaval is a big deal. We'll take this. So we need to make some more cuts already. I actually really like Abrea here. Could cut Bergie. I think it actually is pretty good though. Manifold Key also looks pretty good. I think I like Sai. I don't think I'm playing any of these cards. Man, what is the last cut here? Good problem to have. We need to play at least 16 lands for sure, though. Maybe it's Treachery, but we have so little removal. Definitely not going to play 41 cards here because we want to maximize our Tolarian Academy and Mishra's Workshop draws. I don't really want to cut an artifact. Okay, I'll take Unctus here. Probably not playing it, although maybe it actually is good. We have a surprisingly high creature count. Maybe it's just Beaumont Courier and Unctus. Sucks to cut them. I mean, there's a lot of good cards on our sideboard, of course. Like, a lot. I think everything else is a bit better. It's close. Manifold Key might be a little bit too win more. Factory Wheel, that's kind of nice. If we cut this, then we're like actually not that high on 1-drop artifacts, but I think we still have enough. Yeah, I think this is how I want to run it. Wait, actually, Unctus seems kind of good. It's very good with Psy, good with Bray's Apprentice. Yeah, I think Unctus is actually good. Is there any chance we can make another cut then? Maybe Inferno Titan, since we have a lot of top end already. Yeah, I think this is how I'm going to run it. At least in the main deck. We'll bring in Inferno Titan in a lot of matchups for sure. But it's pretty soft removal. And now that we already have Fiery Confluence, I feel a little bit less like I need to have tons of ways to kill small creatures. We have Basalt Monolith and Grim Monolith as things that go really well with the Manifold Key, but the rest of it is not that good. Yeah, I think this is how we should run it. We have good ways to make blue, red, and green. I'm trying to decide if I want to play one, like, planes or something so that we can cast Spin Golos. I don't think that's correct. So if we just do this, that gives us 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 blue, 2, 3, 4, 5 red. Seems about right. We also have, like, Coalition Relic and a Talisman and whatnot. Yeah, we'll run like this. Deck seems sweet. Blue-red artifacts. Hopefully we can Ugin a lot of people very quickly. See you in round 1. Alright, we're on the draw for round 1 against DS Jeller. Hoping to have a nice Mishra's Workshop hand. Also hoping that they can decide whether they want to go first or second. Against all odds, they do decide to go first. I'll keep this hand. It's not amazing, but it's pretty good. Turn 3, Sky Sovereign, also with a counterspell. We have very few non-blue lands in the deck, so we drew both of our basics and a Mishra's Factory, so it's honestly shocking that we can't play a turn 1 or a counterspell on turn 2, but it's fine. We'll just play Island and pass. Golos is a good draw because it both crews the Sky Sovereign console flagship, and it can find us the Tolarian Academy. Ooh. Okay, opponent's going off. Okay, opponent's really going off, but not doing that much at the same time. It all just depends on what their last card is. Okay, so now it's an interesting decision. I think I will hold up Counterspell. There's definitely an argument to just jamming, but there's a pretty good chance they have a big payoff here, and even if they don't, like say they're just flooded, we can wait a few turns. It's not like we need to desperately get Golos into play. Just hold up Counterspell and wait a couple turns. But yeah, it looks like they are playing something, so it's pretty essential that we have the Counterspell up. That would be a problem. Yeah, we need to stop that. And then we just hope that they have nothing left. Take 3, that's fine. Interesting draw. Valakut. Okay, well that's scary because they have the Dryad. And the Skyship, the boat can't kill it. So every land they play is now going to deal 3 damage to us. I think I'm still going to play Golos before doing anything else. And grab the Academy. Okay, that's a very strange attack. I'll just do this because I can, although right now it doesn't matter. Yeah, well, I don't know what they were doing there. That's bizarre. Okay, let's go. Talisman of Dominant. Wait, how much mana do we have? This taps for 2, so right now we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could play Talisman into Kappa Cannoneer, or Talisman into Boat. Question is if we want to try to save the Cannoneer, or save the Talisman to play after the Cannoneer. Which I think is correct, actually. So let's just go land. Boom. And now they don't have any attacks. And they're honestly pretty far away from doing anything. They don't even have that much mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess they have 7 mana. But they have no attacks. We're ahead on board. We have more mana than them. We also have a good hand. I think I'm fine just trading the boat for this 5/5. They loot away Hedron crap. That's a weird card for them to be playing as well. We could also take it, actually. I think I like taking this off the board, though. It's a pretty big threat. Going to 9 here, like, that's going to be a pretty hard race to win. We can hit them back pretty hard, but I think we can just... Basically, if I didn't think we could win a long game, I might not go for this, but I think we can. So I'm fine with just trading down a bit. Ooh, interesting draw. Let's just play the Kappa Cannoneer. Hit for 3 and pass. I'm not going to play Catch Ray Triumph. I'm going to save that to discard to Bergie. Yep. Good draw. So let's go Talisman into we should probably just get the Karn down. Yeah, let's get the Karn down. Make another dude. Swing with both, and then they're just super dead next turn. They do have one draw where they have a lot of mana. I guess there's no point in attacking with Golos. There's a weird world where holding Golos back could save us from a Craterhoof Behemoth. Pass. And the Capita Cannoneer kills them. Okay. So, interesting game. They're playing like 5-color lands. Should be a decent matchup, I think. Do we want the Titan? We probably do. And it's probably better than Bergie on the draw. Yeah, I think I like that plan. I definitely want Phyrexian Metamorph. It seems good against their stuff. I don't think we want True Name. They can go over the top of that pretty easily. Mishra's Workshop, but nothing to do with it. I think this hand is too bad. This hand, on the other hand, is pretty good. Keep and put back the 6-drop. It is okay in the matchup, but I think we want to keep our low curve stuff. Then do we want to play the Spellball on turn 1 or try to save it for Sai? Okay, now that we drew that, now that they played that, I think I do want to play it on turn 1. The plan of probably just killing their elf. Last game, they were, like, the entire game, they had infinite mana, and we didn't care about that, because we were just, like, wanting to go off their payoffs, but I think it is good to take out their mana sources. Yeah, I'm just going to kill this. Weird pause. There's nothing in the format that would stop this. We can play Simic Growth Chamber and then pick up the mountain and set up for Sai on turn 3. And now they are going to get to pay a lot of life with the Sylvan Library if they want to. We're not pressuring their life total that much, but we're also not pressuring it, like, not at all. The Kappa Cannoneer will kill them fairly quickly, especially if we're able to get some tokens into play and improvise it out quickly. Yeah, that's right. I got a Turtle Warrior. What are you going to do about it other than concede? This card is like played in Legacy, I'm pretty sure. Alright, they just paid 10 life. We are going to lead on the side, pass turn. Hull Breacher. Okay, well that doesn't do that much against our deck right now, but it could become good. I would like to copy that with Phyrexian Metamorph, which will shut down their Sylvan Library. They go to 6, really? Do they just have Time Twister? No, they don't. Okay, so we can play Karn, but I think shutting down the Sylvan Library is actually a fairly high priority. This also makes it a side token. And then next turn we can play Kappa Cannoneer, and that will be a 1-turn clock. Weird first match, but I'll take it. Alright, they have a payoff of some sort. We'll see what it is. Titania would not be too bad. Nissa is also not too bad. Honestly, that doesn't do much at all. Well, it does mean they have like a million mana. But they're still dead in 2 turns if they don't do anything. Okay. Still dead in 2 turns. Yeah, let's do like this. Could have also played Hangerback Walker first, I guess. That might have been better. But I don't think it really matters. I think it just comes down to, like, do they top deck something this turn? They didn't have anything last turn. They do have more mana. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, like, whatever they have, they can play. But this is the turn. They have to either kill me or kill the Kappa Cannoneer. And if they don't, this Kappa Cannoneer will swiftly defeat them. Which is what happens when you pay 14 life in the first 4 turns. So Sylvan Library is still shut down. The card draw off of Territorial Kavu is shut down. And and even if they play a draw 7, I guess both players would make 7 mana, but neither one would draw a card, which would be fine. In fact, that would just make this a 12-12. They can attack us with everything, which doesn't do that much. Uh-oh, looks like they do have something expensive. Torsten. Okay, that doesn't do it yet. We'll see what they hit. They hit nothing relevant. They get to draw all of these cards. They can play the Dryad of the Elysian Grove, and then they can play 2 lands, and they can hit us. Yeah, it's actually close. Oh, wait, no, they can kill us. Or they can kill our Kappa Cannoneer, and then us. Yeah, that's tough, actually. They do get to win. Because they can play the Dryad and then play a fetch land. They have 5 lands right now. Yeah, so they play the fetch land, and then they get to get 2 Valakut triggers and kill our Kappa Cannoneer. Do we have any paths to victory after that? It's not impossible, because we have some flyers, but it's going to be tough. And they can just hit us they can get a lot of Valakut triggers here. They killed the Hull Breacher. What? Do they have something that I'm not thinking about? They don't have another way to play extra lands. They can get an extra draw for the Territorial Kavu. But we know their entire hand. Oh, no. We know their... No, we don't. We only know 3 of their cards. What is going on? Oh, this is Ward 4. I forgot about that. This card is crazy. Can't be targeted. Can't be killed. Alright, yeah. That's just game done. Well, I should not count my chickens before they hatch. Now they have natural order for Craterhoof and they win. Please don't say so. Don't have natural order, please. This pause is weird. I don't know what they could be doing here, but I don't like it. Okay, they did have the natural order. Do they have the Craterhoof? I don't think anything other than Craterhoof does it here. I guess the Titan of Industry could put them to 9 life. And right now we can own... Oh, no. With Sai in play, that would still be plenty. Craterhoof would certainly kill us, though. Oh, Primeval Titan would be interesting, but it still wouldn't do it. They could only get 2 Valakut triggers. They can't kill the Kappa Cannoneer, and they cannot kill us unless they have Crater. Yeah, it really just comes down to Craterhoof or not. And the fact that there's a pause feels like a good omen. Like, they would obviously just slam Craterhoof if they had it. Soul of Windgrace. That will not do it. Their deck is pretty sweet, but not as sweet as Kappa Cannoneer. They probably could have won if they hadn't paid all that life to Sylvan Library, actually, funnily enough. I mean, they can hit us for, like, with their Territorial Kavu and deal us some damage. Do you think we should block with our Kappa Cannoneer here? It would be a trade. Probably not. I will take 5. That's a hilarious draw. Any artifact would have won as well. Just for the tilt, though, I'm going to play this. Let me play my Fiery Confluence. All right. Well, 1-0. Good start. See you in round 2. All right. We are on the play for round 1 against Jorge Leon. I'm going to keep this hand on the strength of Preordain. Really hoping to find either, like, our Mishra's Workshop would be the best for sure, but any lands would be fine. And if we're able to get up to Golos, find Clarion Academy, Ugin, win the game. Whoo, Duel and Ketria Triomes. Love it. All right. Yeah, Metamorph was not what we were hoping for. Neither are these. Uh-oh. Oof. Well, that sucks. We had 4 looks, which is good odds, but sometimes you don't get there. Yeah, that's pretty tough. It's part of the game, of course. I think this would still definitely keep. Like, 4 looks is plenty, but Do find it now. Better late than never. Here's a talisman. Back-to-back territorial Kavu decks is kind of funny. Do they have a black-white land? Alright, not a black-white land, but still pretty good. Into Dryad. Okay, well now it's a 5. Wow. Another Territorial Kavu Dryad deck. Very weird. We'll take 5. We just need to get to Ugin before they kill us, basically. But they will kill us pretty quickly. Man. Okay. So next turn we have 6 mana. So even if we draw Tolarian Academy exactly, we can play Ugin, but probably gonna have to. I guess I actually don't have Trample with this. So Hangerback Walker can buy us some time. Discarding Fire Covenant. Okay, we're gonna go to 8. Hopefully they don't have anything else to add to the board. Okay, that's fine. Oh, that's not fine. Okay. Man. Very frustrating. Okay, I think our only real path to victory here is to get Tolarian Academy. Then we take 5 and just like hope they don't have anything else. Okay, dead. Tough game. Just like missing land drops left and right. We are on the play here. Do we want to make any changes? I don't think so. Could bring in a land against the Strip Mine deck. Simic Growth Chamber is a bit of a liability. No. I think that was like a weird fluky thing. We have tons of mana sources. We have like, what, 5 more cards that only add mana, so it's 21 mana sources. I think that's fine. Here we are once again, though, with a hand that we, I guess, have to mulligan. I will keep this begrudgingly. And put back to Factory because I want to have double red. Hex Drinker, okay. I think I'm fine just taking 2 if they attack for the Hex Drinker. I'm almost even tempted to crack this Pyrite Spellbomb to draw a card. I think I'm going to leave it in play for at least one more turn, though. No, I'll definitely leave it in play. So best case scenario, they play something that dies to the Confluence, and we can just get a clean 2-for-1, offset some of that card disadvantage. Okay, that's a little annoying. Okay, into Wasteland, that's quite annoying. I'm gonna untap again. And so now, if they just sink mana into the Hex Drinker, I'll use the Pyrite Spellbomb to kill it. Hope is still that they play something else though, and we can go Spellbomb plus Confluence to kill their Dryad and their Hex Drinker. Okay, that's great news. Do they get a land off the top? Hopefully not. Nope, okay. I guess they can just put 2 mana into Hexdrinker here, which would be kind of annoying. What they should do, weirdly, is do it post-combat, though, but they do go for it now. Man, the fact that you have 2 4 toughness creatures is really bad for a Fiery Confluence. Honestly, I think I'm just going to do this because we're going to have to use it for sure. So I'll just not take the extra damage, which could be relevant. We need to find some action, though, for sure. Okay, don't care about that. Metamorph, kind of interesting. I think I'm just going to play Metamorph to copy their Augur. Just try to mitigate mana flood to the extent that we can. Unctus is a pretty good card to have on top. It's a like they do have Augur plus Exploration going, so they might be able to just rip some lands off the top, hoping that they just have like Mana Dorks on top. Okay. We have Unctus on top now. I think I'm just gonna fire off the Fiery Confluence to kill their 2 of their things. That seems like it's probably worth it. So just 3 damage each creature. They're left with only a 2/4. Unctus can block their thing. That is beefy. That's a 5/5. Yeah, we're not looking great here. That's a good draw, though, I guess. If we play Karn immediately, that doesn't do that much, though. So I think we actually need to take a turn off for Unctus. We can beat the board, but if they have like a 5-drop here, like Glorybringer wins. Titania doesn't necessarily win, but it probably does. We need to find Wormcoil now. I think I'm actually going to crack this since Wormcoils are out and we can cast it either way. Golos, okay, that... Oh no, that doesn't even actually come close. You go to 3 and then we would only have 2 blockers. So yeah, just Wormcoil or bust. You got 1 draw step. Bummer. Yeah, having 2 blockers is not enough. Okay, tough loss. I kind of feel like that would be a good matchup, although maybe with Wasteland and Strip Mine, actually, yeah, it's probably a bad matchup. Pretty quick clock. They have some, like, kind of underpowered cards in their deck, but also Wasteland Strip Mine, and our deck is pretty reliant on, like, Mishra's Workshop and Tolarian Academy, basically. So, 1-1, can't get the trophy, unfortunately, but I will see you in the finals. Alright, on the play against Urza's Mistake. Yeah, good hand. Very good hand, actually. Hopefully this is a matchup where Ugin is good. But, like, I mean, double Monolith into Tezzeret into Ugin is kind of savage. Alright, I'll take a side. Not the best hit, but it's fine. Hopefully we won't get to Shelldock Isle anyways. Treachery is kind of a brick, but whatever. If we can go next turn Basalt Monolith into Tezzeret, that would be amazing. And I think I'll just go this actually into Golos for Tolarian Academy. Yeah, that's a pretty good turn. We missed our land drop, but I'll take it. Next turn we have 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 mana. Okay, we lose our hand, but we have 11 mana, and so it'd be pretty hard. We can play whatever we draw, and we draw a bunch of stuff, although it all kind of sucks. Let's plus here. Then we'll go Metamorph, copying Basalt Monolith into... We're a little constrained on blue mana, but not too badly. Let's go Stormcroft Coast now. We're actually very close to Sai. Definitely one hold up Counterspell. So I'll just go Unctus into Preordain. Into Kappa Cannoneer. I'm tapping all my monoliths, which is maybe not amazing, but I think it is correct here. Yeah. Then we just swing with this. We get to loot away one of these lands. Oh. Never mind. I thought this said... Okay. So we missed out on a loot. I think it's probably fine, but I thought that this said that whenever an artifact creature deals damage, but it's whenever a blue creature becomes tapped. So, slight misplay there. I think we'll be fine, but that was a slight misplay. Let the Mox Diamond resolve. Here comes their reanimation spell, which I think I will counter. They may have another reanimation spell. Nope, they concede. All right, weird match, or weird game. All these games have been kind of weird. Vendilion Clique has kind of an interesting option. The rest of these cards seem pretty bad. We passed an Unlicensed Hearse, which is too bad. I don't think this is a really good matchup for Fiery Confluence. I think I'd rather just play the Clique for some interaction, and we'll run it back. Okay. Don't love this hand, but I will keep it. It sucks that we have so few artifacts. This is our first time drawing Mishra's Workshop in the opener. Well, actually, maybe second. And neither time we had any artifacts, despite the fact that we have many things that it does work with. But, okay, sure. So now we can decide if we want to crack the Spell Bomb end of turn. I think I actually will. It is okay against reanimation cards, but I think I want to just keep the cards flowing and find some action. Karn, man. Okay, so no play this turn. Just have to pass. Next turn we can play Vendilion Clique at least. But yeah, having 5 spells, none of which are artifacts, is quite unlikely for this deck. Looks like they're killing the Talisman, maybe Kolaghan's Command, yeah. Oh, they made themselves discard Griselbrand. Interesting. Okay, we'll draw. Preordain. Let's cast it. Yeah, these are actually both good. But it might not be enough, because if they put Griselbrand into play this turn, we can't Treachery yet. Hopefully they at least take one more turn off in the middle. Looks like they do have it, though. Oh, Shallow Grave. Okay, that's actually maybe beatable. It just depends on how much, I forgot they still didn't have another land, so they might be able to put something else into play. Yeah, okay. We'll probably have to be settling this one in game 3, which is fine. We can win game 3. Most likely taking the Treachery here. Then we decide if we want to play Golos or click. Oh, interesting. Okay. So yeah, we'll slam the Golos then. And I think it is worth it to grab Academy here, even though it's not the best. Manifold, Jealous. Into Sneak Attack. Okay, well, I won't concede yet because it's possible they somehow have no creatures, but I think we'll be going to game 3 pretty quickly. No, actually, I'm just going to get Sheldock Isle. Even though Ugin is like the best thing we could hit, I think Coalition Rock is best here. Jillian Academy just doesn't even really help us here. But again, it doesn't matter. They're just going to put Archon into play. And then we'll win game 3. I'm ready. Oh. Oh, well, here's the second one. Are we actually not that on board right now? Oh, they have the shielded wheel combo too. That's kind of sick. Alright, GG. Okay, so game 3 on the play. No changes, I think. Could bring in a land if we think there's a card in the main deck that's bad. Like maybe Sky Sovereign is just not good, and I'd rather have a higher density of hands that are explosive. Maybe we actually play Manifold Key. I think I actually like this. It's better against them like curving out quickly with a Wheel of Fortune. It gives us a higher potential of like broken draws. Now we have it in the opener and it does nothing. But although if it was another land, it wouldn't be great. Also, if it was boat, that wouldn't be great. I think I will preordain on turn 1. I'm going to bottom both of these. Okay, do we hold the key for the side? We probably do. Putrid Imp, alright. Not a bad draw. Of course, like, if they just put Archon into play, we will probably lose. Reanimator is so good. Like, sometimes they do nothing, and sometimes they just win immediately. So, we need hope that it's Shallow Grave, not Animate Dead. Okay, that's potentially beatable. Taking a lot of damage here. 9 to be precise, but then they don't have that much else going yet. Grim Monolith. Interesting draw. I'm still going to play Sai this turn, but I like that a lot for next turn. Actually, maybe we were supposed to just play Monolith. Okay, I'm very happy to see Ophiomancer. We're going to get to go off pretty hard this turn. So we'll go Monolith, make a dude, key. Man, I guess we're, yeah, this being an untapped land is pretty tragic. Yeah, so I'm not going to sack my token, it'll just pass. And then next turn we can play Ugin. And honestly, if we take the Putrid Imp off the board, then I'm not too afraid of anything. I'm also fine with taking 1. Okay, I think I will accept the 2 Thopters for Ophiomancer trade. Okay, I'll also accept the taking 1 damage. 5, 6, 7, 8. Ugin, and I'm actually just gonna plus on their Putrid Imp. Treachery, yeah, that seems pretty good. I'm not afraid of their Ophiomancer at all. I'll just trade off the Thopters for it. I might even block the Snake here. If they send it Ugin, I'll take it. If they send it me, I'll block. Okay. They send both at Ugin. Yeah, I'll just trade with this, honestly. That's fine. Okay. So now we'll go untap this. Play Monolith. Just to make a Thopter. Plus here. Hilarious, Matt. Like, the games were all, like, very one-sided, to be honest. But cast this, make another Thopter. And I'll hit for 1, just because why not? Pass turn, we have Ugin on 10, we have Wormcoil, we have a million mana. We're ready to get Shelldock Island Treachery. Can't really imagine a way they win, short of, like, Black Lotus, Shieldred, Wheel of Fortune, and sure enough, we got there. So 2-1. Would have liked to get the trophy, of course, but the deck was pretty sweet. It's always fun to do this. This is like a very vintage cube deck. This sort of deck doesn't really work in any other format. It's like not good enough for actual vintage. All the cards are banned in every other format. But it's a lot of fun. Like, you can make so much mana so quickly, have some really explosive draws, some like crazy top end. We were a few cards away from like the best build. I mean, obviously, like, having a Mox would have been great. Having a little bit of broken mana. Also, having Urza's Saga would be a big deal in our Golos deck. But the deck was powerful. I'm happy we got a chance with Manifold Key. Ugin was good. Kappa Cannoneer really put in some work, more than I was expecting. Sai was solid. We actually never drew a card with it. Never drew Brea's Apprentice a single time, which is too bad, because I think this card is just terrible, but this is like the one deck where it actually might be decent. Maybe it's not terrible, but yeah, definitely an interesting league. 2-1 winning result. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.